Hello, 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 hello. Heather, hello, first to comment today. Hi, Debbie, Tracy, Dana. Hello, hello, hello. Are we all recovered? Last night was a late one. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, where are we at? Hello, 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 hello. So, just as a little reminder, we are fully booked for today. Not taking any orders for today, only doing sort of the overspill from last night's openings. What time did we finish? I want to say it was around close to 2:30. That's what my brain says, close to 2:30. But yeah, it was quite a late night. But anyway, it's fine. We're here. So yeah, we're doing an overspill from last night. So if you would like to order, you'll be booking in for tomorrow night, which will be a normal length live. Okay. So today I believe there was 5 people on the order list, but actually there's only 4 now because one person can't make it. So like I said, it should be a shorter live, so it's not too long at all. And I'm hoping. Oh no. I'm sorry, I've been doing that all day, as you can imagine. I'm hoping these 4 people will be here, bless them. So I haven't even looked to see what they've got for their openings actually. But let me just have a look. So we've got Perlinkos and openings. Openings and Perlinko and openings. Okay. Perfect. So up, I was still going at 1:50 as you woke up and flicked through Facebook. Still going. It was a late night last night. So no, Natasha, we'll still be on tomorrow night as normal. It's just today was a little bonus. Oh my gosh. You thought you've lost the whole of Sunday. Oh, that would be a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. No, don't worry. You've still got Sunday, the whole of Sunday. So up first today, I'm just going to jump straight in. Up first today is Pauline Bell. Now, to those who are booked in for today, I did send them an email sort of saying we'll be starting at 7:30. So hopefully they have received that and can obviously make it on. If not, if they can't make it on, then we'll just add them on to tomorrow night's. I wasn't yawning before I came on the live. It must be just the lights. I hope I had a wee lie-in. I did have a little lie-in, yes. And tomorrow we're up at 6 a.m. because the kids and Aaron are doing the iFly thing. So tonight I cannot have a late night because I need to be able to drive and be awake at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's not a long live today. Currently looking for Pauline Bell. Pauline, are you here? Excuse me again. Located near the Midlands. So I am in Northamptonshire. So that is near the Midlands, yes. So yeah, Northamptonshire I'm in. So last call for Pauline Bell. If not, we'll move on. So Pauline, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Pauline, please comment on her comments. That will bring it forward so I can see as well. No, you can't book in for today. If you'd like to order, you'll be booking in for tomorrow evening. So I haven't seen Pauline, so we're going to move on. Up next is Emma Neville. Emma, are you here? Emma, hello, hello, hello. Emma, we'll do your normal opening first, then we'll do your Perlinco opening afterwards. So with your normal opening, would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? There was a lot of 25 pearl oysters last night. I think that's what made the live a lot longer than normal. Because we had roughly the same amount of people booked in as we would normally would. But yeah, the 25 pearl oysters, they do take a longer time to open. And I wasn't going to rush through because, yeah, I don't like to rush anybody's opening at all. So yeah, that's why we're coming on today as well. You love the January charm. Oh, Carol, I hope you do. It's again, we've gone through a different theme with it. But yeah, the January charm, I love, love, love. You'd like to have an oyster, donate your shells, Emma. Perfect. Is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? So this opening is for your item of jewellery. Let's go down. So good luck. You've got a light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So you can see that there's no pearls on that side. And there's no more in that one. So we've got a darker pearl here. Let me dry him up and have a closer look at his colour for you. Now, to me, he looks like he's got a hint of purple to him. And he's a gorgeous dark purpley silver. What do you think to this one, Emma? If you're happy with this one, then he is yours. If you're not happy, I can swap him for a colour of your choice. Okay, so if I run him through the board for you, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. You love him. Okay, so does that mean, can you confirm that you're happy to have that one on your jewellery? Yes, okie dokie, perfect. If I bring you back up and I'll write that down. So then with your Perlinco opening, would you like to have an oyster or an egg pop with that one? Happy birthday, John. I hope you've had a lovely day, or will have a lovely day. I don't know what the time difference is there in Canada. So with your Perlinco opening, Emma, would you like to have an oyster or an egg pop? An oyster, donate the shells. Okay, so would there be a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for with this one? And let's go down. So in here, we've got a light pop there. Pauline, I'll add you back on, that's not a problem. There's your mother of pearl, so there's no pearls on that side. You've got a burgundy red, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so we're going to be playing the Perlinco board with this gorgeous, brighter burgundy red pearl. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look here. There we go. So if I run him through the board for you as well, your red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. Now we're going to go straight across to the Perlinco board. Oh, so the numbers are just out of slot there slightly. So which number would you like to go for? Which number slot? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Oh, lots of you receiving orders today, which is obviously good. I hope you're happy, all happy with everything. Emma, you'd like to go for slot number 2. Okay, so Emma, good luck. And you've got the red slot. Oh, I don't know if you can see that there. It is in the red slot there. So red slot, so red pearl, red slot, which is the red, I've said red so many times, love themed jewellery. So let's get this open for you. Your love themed charm, which is very, very fitting for a red pearl actually, is this one here. Now this one, you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. And as you can see, it is a heart. Now the heart looks like it is a ribbon that is starting, goes up and round. It doesn't join at the bottom there. It does have the design on both sides of the heart, and it does look like it sort of has that groove in the middle where the ribbon is folded. So you can, like I said, choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery with that one. So Emma, your choice is going to be, you can either stick with the heart and the pearl, or you can choose to swap the pearl, or you can swap the charm. What do you think? What would you like to do? Can we go again? Of course we can. Which number slot would you like to go for this time? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Number 2 again. Okay, so good luck. And we've got yellow this time. Yellow is an animal themed item. So yellow animal themed. And this one is the opened wing butterfly. So as the name describes, it is the silhouette of a butterfly, but it traces the main lines of the butterfly with the silver there. So he does have the hollow wings, which does actually mean that when the pearl, again with this one you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery, but if you do have the pearl on here, it then shines and you can see the colours through the wings. So quite beautiful charms with both of them actually. Both of them suit the red pearl. So it's completely up to you. But like I said before, you don't have to have the pearl on there if you don't want to with either of them. So if I hold them back up again, what do you think, Emma? Would you like to have the butterfly or the heart? And then would you like to have the pearl on or off the jewellery? What do you think, Emma? What would you like to do? You love the butterfly, but can you have the heart with the pearl on? Of course you can. Let me bring you back up. And pop this in here. Then I'm just going to write down that you'd like to have this one on the jewellery. Okay, so Emma, I hope you're happy with that then. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Jess, no, but the paraffin was a while ago, wasn't it? So let me write that down and I'll have a look into it. I mean, I was, come the week, before the weekend, I was sort of within my time limit, I think. Check emails. So I've wrote down your name, Jess, so I'll have a look and I'll get back to you. Okay, up next then today is Nicola Tyler. Nicola, are you here? Not a problem, my lovely. Yep, Pauline, I've added you back in already. That's not a problem. And Nikki, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Nikki, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 openings altogether. With your 9 openings, would you like to have oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, how many of each would you like to have? Yes, Wendy, if you could pop that in an email with the order number as well, that would be great. Thank you. Thank you, Bab. So 9 openings altogether. Which 9 would you like? Joanne, bless you. Thank you for the stars. That's very, very kind of you. 4 pops, 5 oysters. Donate the shells. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's start getting these open. Sarah, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well there. Again, it's very, very kind of you. Okay, let me... So what I'm doing is I'm taking these out of the packets, but then we will actually start with the egg pops and then go on to open the oysters afterwards. Okay, so egg pops. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's go down, my lovely. Do remember, guys, that there is no space available for today. So if you are putting an order through, you'll be booking in for tomorrow night's orders, okay? So not tonight. So Nikki, are there certain colours? Oh, sorry, you've already said. So you would like to see what comes out. Okay, so egg pop number 1. And your first one, you have got 4 pearls in there. We've got a bridal white, a lemon yellow, a sea green, and a silvery grape purple. So bridal white, lemon yellow, sea green, and silver grape purple to start with there. Egg pop number 2. Two pearls in that one, quite bright colours which complement each other with these two. So you've got a brighter apple green and a brighter icy blue. Your third egg pop. Four pearls with that one. So with this one, you've got a bright burgundy red, a lemon yellow, which is the first sort of double with a colour shade there. You've got a chocolate silver, which does have a little imperfection on him just there. So chocolate silver with an imperfection there. And then a gunmetal grey. So far, all different colours apart from the two yellows. And then moving on to your last egg pop. And you've got two pearls in that one. So burgundy red, again we've got the second burgundy red, but then you've got an autumn peach. So you've got a gorgeous selection of colours there, Nikki, to start with. And then we're going to move on to your 5 oysters. Now the first oyster we're going to open is this one, and that's because he is a clapper, which just means he has opened up slightly, which means I don't need to pop him. So let me show you. So if you have a look there, it just means I don't need to pop him, and actually I don't need to do, the flesh is on the top half of the shell, which is completely different to what I'm used to, but there's the mother of pearl, so there's no pearls on that side. Now I can see in here there's one. Let me just squidge. And there's no more in that one. So you have got a chocolatey olive green from your first oyster. Should we make a new on this side for oyster pearls, and then I'll go through them all at the end. So this is a base chocolate with like a silver olive green overtone. Oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So if we have a squidge in here, oh, you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. So twinning with Blurple twins, I believe. You just dry them up. So your Blurple twins here, you've got one which is slightly lighter, ever so slightly two-tonal. And then Blurple twin number 2 is, okay, so he does have an imperfection on the bottom just there. And overall, he's ever so slightly darker than his twin. But, actually, on the camera, they look very, very similar. To me here, this one looks ever so slightly darker, maybe just because it's the two-tonalness. If I turn him around, yeah, there you go. So there he is slightly darker than the first. So Blurple twins. Your next oyster, we've got a light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. You have got a coral. You've got such a variety of colours here, my lovely. So again, this coral is another new colour into the sand for you. And then we've got 2 more oysters to go. And then I will go through all of them again for you so you can have a look and decide what you'd like to do. So your next oyster. Slight double pop there. And again, I can see straight away another new colour to your dish. And you are twinning. Twinning with watermelon twins, Nikki. Just have a squidge in case there's any more in there. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So twinning, watermelon twins. Visually, they do look ever so slightly different in shade and size. But again, it's not a lot in it at all. But there is your watermelon. So all together, look stunning. And then let's move on to your last oyster, and then we'll go through all of your pearls. So last oyster. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. And he is a darker purple. So you do have a grape purple in the sand already. This one here is a darker purple, so it is a different shade there. So let me hold this up as well for you. So difference with the purples. Okay, so let's go through all of these again. From the egg pop, you've got bridal white, lemon yellow, sea greens and grape purple. Apple green, icy blue, burgundy red, lemon yellow, silver chocolates, gunmetal grey, burgundy red and lemon yellow. No, that's not lemon yellow, I do apologise. That is an autumn peach. There we go. And then from the oysters, you've got the silvery chocolate olive green, twinning blurples, a coral, twinning watermelons and a dark purple. Nikki, what do you think to all of these? Now, if you know which ones you'd like to go where now, let me know and I can obviously write that down. If there's any colour swaps that you'd like to do, I can do that for you as well. If you'd like to take a screenshot and then email me your colour swaps and jewellery choices across, that's absolutely fine as well. So it's up to you, it just depends if obviously you know now or would like some time to think about it. So I'm going to start running them through the board and then you can let me know what you think as we go. So the grape purple quad is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Sea green, hang on, let's get this glove on properly because then I can grip them. Let's try again. Sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Lemon yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. The gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Silver chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The larger lemon yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the burgundy red's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the second burgundy red's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. Chocolate olive silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Blurple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Blurple twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring the same size there. Watermelon twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Watermelon twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So again, the watermelon twins are measuring the same size. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Now I've rearranged them ever so slightly just so then we can see them all in one shot if I hold it like this. So from the oysters, I've put the 3 single pearls together and then the twins in the same line as well. Oh, second purple on the crystal charm. So that's the second purple. Okay, so second purple on the crystal charm, icy blue on the shell charm, okay, Match the second red for earrings. Swap out the pot chocolate, that one there. So the second red, I'll have a little look for you. Okay, so there's the red swap there. I am going to take them out the sand, obviously, because you've chosen what they're going to be going on, but let me just show you just so you can confirm if you're happy there. So the reds that are next to each other on the earrings. Where's the... So red on there. Perfect. Do both the blurples have imperfections? So that is the one which I showed you, yes. He does have an imperfection. I apologise, I didn't see it before. Let me hold it so I can show you. So the one at the bottom that's in the sun now, let me just get it focused, is the one that I showed you that does have the imperfection already. And then this one has got an imperfection there. So just there. So if I try and position them where imperfections are showing possibly. So there's that one. And then like that. I know it's quite hard to see that. Oh, don't bury it. Quite hard to see that, but there we go. Can I drill into it? Yes, definitely. So with the one that I just showed you, yes, that one's fine. With this one, the imperfection, because there's 1, 2, 3 little spots of it, one of the spots may then come out of the jewellery. But if you think about it, if we flip it round, so if I've drilled on the other side, if we flip that one round, then you won't be able to see it at all. It will just be right at the bottom. You might see like a little overlay coming out from where I've drilled it, if that makes sense. But with both of them, if I turn them round, excuse me, they'd look like that there. So this one drilled into and put on the starfish, is that right? Yes, okay, so I'm just making a little note within the pearl here as well. Okay, so blurple on the starfish, so I just need to know 3 other items on what colours you'd like where. The second blurple you'd like to swap for a dark TARDIS blue. Perfect. Oh, there it is. And then you'd like the blue on the seahorse. Okay. Then I just need to know the last two items, I believe, Nicola. Two small light yellows. I will have a look. So straight away I want to say yes. Let me just see if I can match a size and shade here. Oh, straight away. Oh. So if you're happy with those yellows, I'll need to know which two you'd like to swap out. And another of the same tone. Okay, so if you're happy with these three, I need to know what three you'd like to swap out. Excuse me. So I'll go in from the top and sort of go through. Swap out the red, the one of your yellows, and the white. Okay. And then is it these three on the last items? Or were they just like colour swaps? Yes, perfect. Okay, so the yellow on there and the yellow on there. With your other pearls then, so these ones left are your loose pearls. Are there any colour swaps that you'd like to do here, or are you happy with those as your loose pearls? So what I can do is actually just quickly move them all up, just so then I can zoom in slightly closer. Are you happy with those as your loose pearls? Can we have 2 greens and 1 watermelon and a coral on lobster fittings? So 2 greens, so the sea green and the apple green, a watermelon and the coral on lobster fittings, and then you're done. Okay, so then you're happy with those ones there. So let me just write this down. You'd like to be invoiced for lobsters on apple, green and sea green, 1 watermelon and a coral. Perfect. Okay, so your invoice, that will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address on the order form. Bless you, you're very, very welcome, Nikki. So just popping your other pearls in here as well for you. There we go. So thank you for the donations of your shells as well. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, Emma, I hope you had fun opening it as well. Up next today is Kelly Reed. Kelly, are you here? You're very, very welcome, Nikki. Kelly, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark off that you are here as well. Okay, so it's your first opening. So you do have one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? What do you think? Oyster, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Okay, so if we go down your oyster opening, Kelly, good luck, my lovely. There's your mother of pearl. Now in here, I can see multiple pearls. Oh, there's one squidge. I'll grab those in just a second. And there's no more in that one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are quinting. 5 pearls in your oyster, Kelly. Ah, so and they all look like they're a really good size as well. Let me go through these for you. Your first one is a lemon yellow. You've then got an apple green, slightly two-tonal there. A TARDIS blue. He does look like he's got a little imperfection on him there. A chocolate bronze. And a lighter autumn peach. Now I will need to know which one you would like on your jewellery. If you're happy with all of these colours, they are yours. But Kelly, if you're not happy with them, I can swap them for you for colours of your choice. Okay, so let me run them through the board for you. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. What do you think, Kelly? What would you like to do? Swap for a red and a bright watermelon, a bright ice blue and a bright TARDIS blue, a sea green. Okay, so sea green bright icy blue, bright TARDIS blue, a red, and a watermelon. Okay, so just have a look at these ones here that I've just added in. And then if you're happy with all of these, which one would you like on your jewellery? Look at those colours together as well. They go beautifully together. TARDIS blue, and you love them. Brilliant, and you're very, very welcome as well. So let's pop this in here. And then the TARDIS blue on here. Okay, perfect. Kelly, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Okay, and up next today is Pauline Bell. Pauline, are you here? Thank you, Debbie. To be honest, it's like a hoodie type type top. I don't normally wear like casual, I suppose it is casual clothes, but yeah, I don't normally wear hoodies and stuff on a live, but I thought today I don't want to get changed. It's a very short live, so yeah, but thank you. Pauline, hello, hello, hello. Pauline, you have got 2 Perlinco games. So with your first Perlinco game, would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop with your opening? Oyster, donate the shells, and you'd like to go for slot number 3. Okay, so you've beat me to it, Pauline. So first Perlinco game, let's go down. Lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. You are twinning. Twinning with darker pearls here. Let me just dry them up for you. Now they look like they're dark silvery chocolates. It does look like it's got a slight hint of purple to him, but I think they're definitely base silver chocolates here. Visually, this one here may be slightly larger than his twin, but they're a gorgeous chocolatey silver tone. Now if I run them through the board, pearl number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Pearl number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they are measuring different sizes there. Now if we go across to the board, you've already said that you'd like to go for slot number 3. So good luck, Pauline. And you've got the light green sections, which is the light no, the nature themed charm. So light green is nature. And we have seen this charm before actually. This is the palm tree charm. So it is a palm tree silhouette. You can have the pearls on or off the jewellery, and the charm is the same on both sides with this one. Again, it's very, very reflective. So when the pearl sits in front of this one, as you see, there's the ceiling there. When the pearl sits in front of this one, it reflects the colour back to you. So palm tree silhouette here. Your first choice then, Pauline, is going to be, you can either stick with the pearls and the charm, or you can swap the pearls, or you can try for a different charm. What do you think? What would you like to do? Can we try again? Of course we can. So we go back across to the board. Which number slot would you like to try for this time? So slot number 1, number 2, or number 3. Number 2. Okay, so with this one then, Pauline, good luck. And you have got the yellow again. Oh no, sorry. First time for you having a yellow, but it's the second time the yellow's come out today, I believe, which is the, excuse me, animal themed jewellery. And in here, so this one could have been animal themed or sea themed. Okay, so it was a sort of, it could fit into both categories. And this is the shark tooth charm. Now obviously this is not a real shark tooth, I will say that, because Facebook actually removed it from my Facebook shop because it was stated shark tooth. So, but it's not a real shark tooth, it is 925 silver. As you can see, the details on the front, and then it's just hollowed out on the reverse side. This one you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery again. So my voice keeps catching today. 2 very different charms here though, both of which, Pauline, you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. Which one would you like to go for? Palm tree or shark tooth? And would you like to have a pearl on or off? If on, would you prefer the larger or the smaller twin? So the larger twin is this one and the smaller twin is this one. Can we have the palm tree with the small pearl on him? Of course you can. Now the other pearl is still yours. It's just that's not the one that's going on the jewellery. And if I bring you back up to me, we're going to move on to your second Pearlinko game, but I'm just going to write this down. So palm tree is with the chocolate. Okay, so for your second Pearlinko opening then, would you like to have an oyster or an egg pop with that one? Oyster again. Let's try number 3 again, okay, and you'd like to donate your shells. So let's open up your oyster, and if we go back down again. light pop there. There, oh, sorry, nearly dropped it. There's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. You are twinning with bright pink pearls. Let me dry them up for you. Now, visually, we do look like we've got different sizes and slightly different shades of pink as well. So we've got the larger one, which is slightly brighter, the smaller one, which is slightly lighter. The visually larger pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The lighter twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. So they are measuring different sizes. So we're going to put the larger one through the board, and you've said you'd like to do slot number 3 again, so good luck. And you've got the red slot there, so it went all the way to the other side for the red one, which is love themed jewellery, which actually for a pink pearl isn't necessarily a bad choice. Excuse me. And this one is one of our older monthly charm deal charms. However, the size of this one, it could also be worn as a pendant. Now, this one, again, you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. And it looks like you've got 2 feathers which have been bent round to make a heart. So the feather points are at the bottom of the heart and they cross over. The feather curves up and bends over, and then the tips of the feather cross over each other at the top. So this gorgeous heart. Now this one with the, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. If on, it does actually sit in that top curvature of the heart there, but as you can see, it's got the details on both sides of the charm. Okay, so your choice, Pauline, is going to be, would you like to stick with both the charm, the pearls and the charm, or would you like to swap the pearls or swap the charm? She's getting an ad. Oh no. Try, oh, you're back, Pauline, perfect. So try again with number 1. Okay, so slot number 1, good luck. And you've got the orange theme here. So orange is the random themed charms. You could get absolutely anything in these ones. And this one's one of those charms which will either have great sort of sentimental value or trigger something in, oh, let me hold up this one actually, or it's one of those that maybe you can't necessarily link with, because it is the train charm. So choo-choo train charm. So as you can see, it's quite bright today, isn't it? You've got the train which is puffing out a little bit of smoke or steam at the top, his wheels along the bottom, so it's the front part of the train. So it's not the back carriages of the train. I don't know what the front bit is called. I really should look into that actually. And you do have the design on both sides of the train as well. Excuse me. Again, with the train, you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So I'm going to need to know if you'd like to have the heart or the train charm, and if you'd like to have the smaller or the larger pearl on there. Again, you don't need to have a pearl on there if you don't want to, but that would just be up to you. It's called the engine. Ah, thank you guys. I mean, if I had to guess, I probably would have guessed something along those lines. can you have the heart with the first pink, so the slightly smaller pink? Oh, okay, so this one's the smaller one, this one's the larger one. So the smaller one's slightly lighter and the larger one's ever so slightly brighter. So I think that you would like to have this one with this pink. Is that correct? Yes, perfect. So let me bring you back up here and I'll pop these in here for you. Pauline, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. So that's on there, and I want to thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And Pauline, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that safely up there for you. Bless you, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. And actually that is then the end of the order list today. So I did say it was going to be a shorter live. I mean, we've actually been on for an hour, so that's not too bad of a live actually. Can I change it to a hoop fitting? Of course I can. Just on the heart one, I've changed to a hoop fitting, and I've left the palm tree as the fitting that you originally chose. Okay, so we're going to be live again tomorrow evening, so Sunday the 14th. We're definitely going to be live. We start the live from around 7:30 on Sundays. So I hope you'll have a brilliant rest of your evening and day tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow evening. So take care, everybody. Bye.